What's up, Team Hawkhouse? Welcome to the live stream. If you're not watching this live, you know what to do. Listen to it like a podcast. So many of you guys do that, which is really rad. I appreciate the comments that come in a little late. So keep dropping those. I am reading them and doing my best to read them at least. And yeah, we're going to have a really good live stream. I'm excited. We're going to talk about the ski season, man. It's in Colorado. It's happening in like 2 weeks, possibly. I need to pull up the weather app. Oh, sorry. But that's what we're going to talk about. What ski resort's going to open up first? What's going to happen? Got hiccups. What's going to happen? Everything like that. So if you are not watching this live, stay tuned. Keep listening. And if you are here live, ask as many questions as you want. And we do this every Tuesday and every Saturday. We go live, except for if I'm traveling, which I was traveling this last Saturday. So no live stream. So I'm excited to catch up. And I'm not traveling until the season starts. I shouldn't be traveling till November. So we will be good to go on the streams. I'm trying to... Sorry, I'm staring at my computer right now, but not everyone's here yet. So as everyone starts trickling in, we'll do it. But Andrew, what's up? Made it to Cali. Congrats, dude. Congrats on the move. Austin, what's up? Greg, dude, we got some OGs in here. Greg and Austin. How we doing, guys? And then we got DK. Or The Killer. Hello. What's my home resort? Keystone, Colorado. That's where I learned how to be a pretty decent snowboarder. I was all at Keystone. Greg, I was informed that there's a place near Killington that I can go to for free and make content from a special guy named Michael. Not Michael. You look so bad with your hat on. My wife, dude. Does the hat look bad? Do I look bald? What's up, little buddy? Looking good. Thanks, Robert. I was wearing the hat because I got a really bad scratch on my head. I also messed my haircut up today. Go no hat for a second. Anyways, Greg. What's up? Cam. Yo, how we doing? Hope the family and team are doing great. Less honking, more tonking. Dude, Cam, I'm hyped that you're here, dude. My wife is talking trash. Nico! I haven't talked to Bobby about that trip yet, Nico. She's listening to the stream. That's why I said that. But what up, Nico? Guys, I invited Nico to go to Snowflakes with me. He couldn't make it. It was also like a last second invite, so it's not his fault. It's my fault. However, one day I will get Nico to go to Snowflakes with me, and that dude will tear it up. Maybe he'll spin the big jump. I can't figure it out spinning on the carpet stuff. It's frustrating. Is it McDonald's? Hopefully we're back. Let me know if I'm back. Sorry, internet has been brutal recently. Since I came back from my trip, our internet has just not been the same. Thanks, babe. My wife let me know I was back. Slightly receding. My older brother is bald, so I'm so hyped with how much hair I have. He was fully bald at this age, so you know, not. And I just cut my hair, man. It's still coming in pretty strong. It looks really thin here, but there's hair. There's hair to here. Come on, man. Why you gotta do that to me, Andrew? What, you say you're coming to the east? Possibly, Greg. No promises. Nothing on the thing yet. Tow rope fixed? No, Nico. The tow rope is... There's a lot of planning today. A lot of like, why wasn't it working? What do you think? What do we think we need to change? Things like that. A lot of brainstorming, so no actions taken yet. But trying to get that ball rolling for sure. The most important thing is Nabel was here today. So that's step one to getting the tow rope fixed, is getting the boy here. Sorry, I'm trying to pull up. Here we go. Would you ever snowboard in New Zealand? Absolutely. I don't think I saw Chris James yet, but Chris James has been in the works of kind of planning the trip and was like, yo, we got to do this. And I was like, it's not a bad idea. So I would absolutely love to go to New Zealand. Two things. Finances. Obviously, we got to make sure the finances are correct for a trip like that. And then do we want to go to Australia at the same time, since we are going to be down there, you know, fly to New Zealand, then go to Australia, then come back. But that's like a long trip, you know, how much can the family handle? So is it something I want to do? Absolutely. Is it something that I'm going to do? I mean, obviously I'm not going to do it this summer. So hopefully next summer. We'll see how good this season goes. And obviously, guys, I say this all the time, but if you really want to support the traveling or going places, snagging an Evolution sticker for your helmet, your snowboard, we got the ski version, the regular version, shirts, hats, all that type of stuff. That's the best way to support the traveling of the channel. I kind of take the sticker budget and put it toward the traveling. So if you want to make sure that I'm coming to more resorts, things like that, stickers are a great way to make that happen. Bro, I had to get some hair loss spray. We're old. I don't want to get hair loss spray. Is it that bad? My dad still got hair. I'm hoping maybe I should stop wearing hats. I wear so many hats and helmets. What was I say? When I was growing out my beard, I noticed that I wasn't growing hair like right here. And I was like, why am I not growing hair? And then I realized I wear a helmet, and then the helmet comes down and I have these straps that rub this part of my face all the time. So I wasn't growing any hair, and I can actually feel like it's where it is, like super soft right there from my helmet. Believe it or not. How silly is that? By the way, we got 24 people here. I think we're just up to almost 40. So if you jump in the stream, feel free to ask any question, guys. That way we keep the chat going. The way we do these live streams is you guys kind of feed the chat, and then if I ever fall behind, feel free to drop a donation. I go directly to those and answer them if I do fall crazy behind in the stream. But yeah, Austin, maybe we are getting old. I actually have gray hairs popping in here now. So I only was getting grays on the side. And my wife was like, she's like, yeah, silver fox. Like, I'm so excited. And I'm like, lady, I don't want to go gray yet, but I am a business owner. And so, yeah. Dude, I feel like mine's completely gone. I need to snag another sticker for my lid. Just bought a new Annan helmet. Yeah, I definitely get a new sticker. I'll be shipping it to Mammoth. I'm actually filling out stickers tomorrow. My wife just comes in. I got my hair done. My wife did get her hair done yesterday. It looks amazing. How about that back 10, though? I'm on it, Austin. Thinking about it, obviously. I just need Nico to come over, dude. Nico gets me going. I have a really bad track record. Every time I ride with Nico, I tend to get hurt. The streak continues, but need that energy. Just gotta get around people. Oh, Roman's on the. Oh, Roman got his hair done. That's what I was like. That's so interesting for my wife to write that. It's Roman. That's why it says Bobby and Roman Buckhouse. Roman got his hair done. I cut his hair, and then Mom dyed it purple. Back 10s this season with no injuries. 100% Nico. You know where my new crib is at? If you ever in Mammoth Lakes, we'll have to ride. 100%, dude. Yeah, no, back 10 that's a big rotation. So getting that injury free is definitely on the hit list. I usually make a goals video, but I'm not making daily content anymore. So I don't know if I still wanted to make a goals video. Or just make like content wise. And I don't know if the goals videos are old or cheesy. So obviously let me know what you guys think of what I want from the season, where I want to go. Let me see. Let's see how we did on last year's goals real quick while we're at it. So don't cancel any snowboard trips. We didn't do that. and the ones I wanted to hit, which was all of Arizona, which we did that. That was rad. And we went to Europe, so that was all good. Make better videos. I think we did that. You guys got to tell me, but I think we did make better videos this last year. A lot of our most viewed content actually are recent videos, like the Amazon board, riding all the camper shapes in one day. So I think we made some good ones. Better shorts, not just clips. I think we kind of dabbled in that. That's where we're really going into this season. Sellout camps, winter and summer. Well, we had to cancel winter camp because we only had one sign up. But this year's winter camp, I think I have a way to do it pretty rad. So, and then even if only one person signs up, we could still pull off this winter camp. Summer camp, we sold out 1 week of camp, not 2. 300,000 on all platforms. We did not accomplish that goal, but we did grow. And we're going to continue to grow. Sell out all Pro Model goggles. We have 20 pairs left of the Kuno Pro Model, by the way, which I talked with Kuno today and they said they were going to just send me the remaining 20 for rad giveaways, which is pretty sick. But truly, if you want to get, where's it at? Which means if you are like, I want to get these goggles, here's the link right now. Get it while you can, because they're going to pull them off the shelf and they're going to send them my way. And at the Rail Jam that I'm hosting on November 23rd in Loveland, Colorado from, 12 to 4, I might have some of these Pro Model goggles to give away. And so, yes, I need to make the banner for that, but I am hosting a Rail Jam on November 23rd in Loveland, Colorado at Infinity Slopes, by the way. So sell it all Pro Models. We were very close to that goal. And then for life goals, I put number 1, dad. It's not cool being a loser dad. Ride 1 day a week with kids. Me and Roman actually did do that. Me and Roman were crushing it on the shredding. Make Bobby be a part more of the channel. I think we're really going to succeed with that one this year. Especially with it just being me again. Like, you know, I could always lean on my best friend. She's always, much as she gives me crap, she's always down to help. I put impact more people by sharing my story, and then I put be there for more people. So trying to be a more reliable friend. So sometimes I feel like I could be more helpful to others. Now my riding goals, that's probably what you guys wanted to hear. The riding goals were holy pow, more powder. We accomplished that when we went to Europe, but it was not a great Colorado season for POW. We still got some rad clips though. Stop corking 540s. Arguably, Rico is there. Oh, Rico, I said Rico. Nico. You should come ride in the Rail Jam, dude. Come be a part. The first ever Buckhouse Rail Jam. Actually, Nico, I'll have to talk to you about that, but that's November 23rd. So if there's nothing going on that date, Nico, mark it on your calendar. Stop corking 540s. Stop corking over 540. We were doing really well with that till I got injured, so we were working on it. Backflip larger jumps. I think the backflip was doing okay last season, still not where I want it to be. New flip tricks, that didn't happen. Rats. 360 onto a rail, backside 270s. We did work on the back. Oh, no, back 2 on. We didn't do that at all. Or 360s onto a rail, so failed on that aspect. And see, the thing with goals is like you write things down. So obviously you want to hit all of them. When you write this many goals, it's pretty hard to hit that many, but there are still some major improvements. So I put butter and carve more. I don't feel like I did that either. Overall improvement, 1080 baby is what I put at the end. 1080, man, it's been avoiding me for way too long. Doggy! So yeah, we will I will definitely make my own personal goal list. I don't know if I might just announce it on a live stream, kind of like we just went over those ones, since we're not doing daily videos anymore. But I do encourage you, if you guys have the season coming up, right? Like how many days you want to get, what tricks you want to learn. A big advocate of writing your goals, and if you can share them out loud, that does help a ton as well. So Dawson in the house, how we doing? Interview at Bachelor on the 3rd of October to be a cleaning specialist. Swing shift 3 to 10. Adam, that is the right resort job to get. You're gonna kill it. You're gonna get so many days on snow. I worked 2 to 10:30 when I worked at Target as a younger person, and that's how I improved at snowboarding a ton. So you're on the right path. That's so awesome. I hope you get the job. Dude, if you have any ankle pain, dude, what is going on? Dude, if you have any ankle pain anymore, pick up some Arnic gel. A local in California told me about it. It's been a game changer. You'll have to send me a link, Andrew. I haven't really heard of that. Arnica gel. I only get it from fatigue now. My ankle gets fatigued, and that's when the pain sets in. When I'm doing activities, like ankle's holding up well. I skated from Copper to Frisco today. I was doing a lot of kicking, and the ankle was holding up. Mammoth this year? No, not on the hit list. However, we are going to hit a lot of Southern California, so be ready for that. I like the goal videos. Helps us follow your progress and gets excited when you achieve them. Thanks, Jason. A lot of the goals on my book of books over there, a lot of the goals I achieve in life, kind of more like, I set personal goals, like little things. And I have this book and I write them in, like life goals. Like one of the things I put in there, which was just like a personal thing, was to be sponsored by Christie Sports. I put that when I was just quit my job. And a couple of years ago, we worked and were sponsored by Christie Sports for a whole season. And it was really rad to be able to check that type of goal off my list. So yeah, make goals, guys. It will help you progress in life for sure. Uh-oh. You want to show your hair off? Show them, dude. It's purple. You look like a leprechaun with a green shirt and purple hair. It's crazy. It's pretty cool, though.
Yeah. Does it look sick, everybody?
Does it look sick, guys? Still got a faux hawk, so we'll spike it up. It's not full mohawk anymore, though. That's a summer thing, Mom said.
A summer addiction.
So your summer addiction. What up, Derek?
Yeah.
The Cracing Crew says your hair is thumbs up, dude. Mom gets this temporary dye, so this will be in here for a week maybe. And he loves it.
Yeah.
You were doing red next time?
Yeah.
You were blue and green. It was blue, then green. You wanted to do pink, but Mom said purple?
No, I wanted to do purple. But at Christmas, I'm going to do red and green.
Grandpa says, very cool, little buddy. I love it.
So it's going to be red circles and green circles.
Circles?
Yeah.
Your whole head's going to be like a Christmas tree?
Yeah, it's going to be those trees we hang up from the tree.
Okay. That's pretty gnarly, dude.
Sorry. I almost did the love sign.
What's the love sign?
Yeah, that's the love sign.
I like this one.
Yeah.
Ornaments. Mom says ornaments.
Oh, yeah, it was ornaments.
Like ornaments on the side of your head?
Yeah.
Did we snowboard a lot this last winter?
For Christmas, I want to go snowboarding.
Oh, yeah. And if me and Chris Nabel get the tow rope fixed, you'll snowboard in the backyard park with me?
Yeah, but you need to teach me how to do the tow rope.
Remember? How do you do the tow rope?
So you hold...
Muscles.
Muscles.
You gotta have the muscles to do the tow rope.
Do I? You have bigger muscles than me.
You'll have bigger muscles than me, though.
Show them and.
I'm not showing them my muscles.
Please, I will feel them. I want to feel them. Dude, his muscles are very strong. You can't even smush him.
Can't even smush him.
Yeah.
Dad's been working on his muscles.
Like, I can smush mine.
Well, your muscles will be bigger than Dad's one day, especially if you go to NFL.
Yeah.
Look, Grayson, they did muscles.
Those muscles look bigger than yours.
Those muscles are bigger than mine.
Are you going to try to get those muscles?
Yep. So why do my knees feel like they are floating and sort of hurt a little after I snowboard a while? So knee pain from snowboarding, what I've experienced, comes from an imbalance in your muscles in your legs, specifically your inner thigh. You want to work out your inner thigh. That'll help greatly reduce knee pain when it comes to snowboarding. Now, you said feel like you're floating. Sometimes, I know when I was little and I didn't snowboard often, I'd go snowboarding and then I'd be done. I'd be like, I still feel like I'm snowboarding. It feels crazy. So I don't know if that's what you're feeling or experiencing, but the more you go snowboarding, the more when you're done, it's just going to feel natural. So riding an inflatable T-Rex costume needs to be added. My son just said that'd be a fun one. Riding in a dinosaur. I've done and I've dressed up and had very good success snowboarding as the Grinch. And I have another idea for a rad Grinch video. So we'll see how the Grinch videos do again this year. I don't know if they'll ever not get multiple millions of views, but the Grinch videos, they do very well. If you ever seen a Grinch ripping around with a Clue snowboard and some Clue bindings, that was your boy. Any tips for hitting the east wall on the first time this year? George, I do have a lot of tips. First things first is don't overthink the hike. It's not that hard. The hike is like a 10-minute hike, and just knock it out. And if you think like, I don't know if I can do this hike, you can. Just get the hike done. And then when you get to the top, just know you're not done hiking. You can strap in and ride, but you're probably going to hit some rocks on the backside going down the east wall. So just be aware of that. Sometimes I'll just walk. You're going to row up on notch 1 and you're going to be like, that's really scary. And then you're going to go see notch 2 and then you're going to be like, that's super scary. And just know that those are the two gnarliest of the east wall. So you can go right past those. For your first time, you want to go to the North Pole area, which is pretty mellow and pretty open and wide. That will be the first spot that you want to hit. Unless you're a super gnarly rider and you're ready to get right in it. Go drop notch number 2. Notch 2, it's got a rope to get in though. It's pretty, you gotta like semi-rappel into it. So don't fall in the notches. Ride at a level that you will not tumble down, because you will not. There's a lot of rocks, so you do not want to tumble in any of the east wall notches. Any tips for learning a 360? I can do 180s. I have tons of tips. I have tons of how-to videos on how to 360, and I will be making more how-to 360 videos for short form this upcoming season. The biggest tip is get your head around. Most people do not do a 360 because they do not get their head around their body. Come to Whistler? I would love to get out to Whistler. Come snowboard in Canada. Oh, please. I thought I said pizza. I was like, pizza in Canada? Please come back to Vermont. I think that'd be fun. Obviously, I'd love to go. Guys, I'd love to go everywhere. Let's be real. We have a lot of trips coming up, though. All right, Andrew. I saw that link, Andrew. Thanks for sending that way. I was like a little like, what did I just get on Etsy? Tyler, we have not been to Wintergreen at all yet. I bought 2 sets of Clue bindings that just arrived. I'm excited to try them, man. Come on, Mother Nature, and send some snow already. Yes. I'm going to pull up the weather real quick. But on that note of the Clue bindings, congratulations. Stoked that you got 2 pairs of Clues. That's super sick. If you guys didn't know, Clue is about to reopen their store on October 7th for anyone to buy a pair of Clue bindings. But if you want to get early access to that website, here's the link right here to sign up for Clues early access. Basically, just click in, give them your email, and you're going to get a link to where you can go buy the Clues a full day early. The important thing about that is Clue bindings do sell out every single year. So if you want to make sure you get your right size, your right color, because there are multiple colors for the Clues, get your order in on October 6th, and then just know on October 7th, anyone is going to be able to get on that website and order stuff. So your size might sell out. So big shout out to Clue. I'm super excited for all the fun stuff they have planned this season. All right, so it's looking like the lows. I heard next week was supposed to be a lot colder. It's looking like it's still gonna be decently warm during the day, 44 at night. Or low. We really need it to, get into that snow making temperature. That was Dylan. Let's see if I can do. Let's do Keystone. Ooh, okay. Keystone's looking more promising. They're in like the 38s. They're low of 38. Which maybe I don't make snow, but that's pretty close to ability to make snow. I'm guessing that we could be shredding here in Colorado on October. Where are we at? October 18th. I think it's possible that we could be shredding on October 18th here in Colorado, especially with how fast Keystone can make snow. Is the stash here to stay? I'm digging the stash. It doesn't bug me. I trim it up nicely, so it's not like when I eat and stuff, it's not all over my face. My wife likes it, and my daughter loves it. When I was trying to grow a beard, my daughter would go, "You look like Cody," was the first thing she would say. And then she would say, "Bring the mustache back." So Roman told me to shave it today, but Bristol and my wife say the stash is here to stay. What do I think about the Keystone Patrol thing when they stopped me for no reason? I think that happened at the perfect time, and I was able to highlight a issue that was going on at Keystone and a lot of the other Vail Resorts mountains. It made a big enough fuss that it did cause them to change a lot of their negative rules and the way they treated snowboarders on the mountain. And despite those yellow jackets being on the mountain, they have toned down dramatically. And Dave P., the guy that pulled me over, is now a really rad friend of mine. And I appreciate him. And every time I see him on the mountain, I go say what up to him. So yeah, I think everything happens for a reason. And I think I was able to shed light on a busted scenario going on in the ski industry. And I truly do believe that my interaction is the reason why all of that has changed. And if it wasn't mine, eventually it would have been someone else. But I was very thankful to be put through that. And that's one of those examples of you never know why something's happening to you, but just roll with the punches. It may not be fair, but it's your responsibility to deal with what's going on and just keep moving forward. I do got to do Sierra Tahoe. I do hear it's underrated. Do you still think he's open on the 18th? Yeah. It's my guess. I mean, 18th is not too far away, but a lot can change very soon. So be ready. Oh, by the way, it snowed at Lake Lewis and Whistler Blackcomb and Sunshine Village and Revelstoke and a bunch more. Oh, I know. Colorado got covered on all the high parts as well. Did you get the new Burnt Custom? I will get the new Burnt Custom. I have a couple of friends that work that work places where they get pro forums and stuff. I have a Burton contact, and I've worked with Burton in the past. So before I go and spend all the money on the board, I'm gonna hit up Burton first and be like, "Hey, you guys want to work together this year?" Last year they were like, "We want to work with you, but we want you to promote step-ons." I was like, "Nah, dude, I got clues," and so we just didn't align. So that's why we didn't work with Burton last year, and we'll see. I'll hit up my contact and see if they want to do anything this upcoming season. And that's the thing with sometimes you work with sponsors, and hopefully my contact still works for Burton, because there's a good chance I'll hit my Burton contacts up and they'll be like, "So and so don't work here no more." Great Bear Productions. What's up, dude? It was so fun ripping with you. I was proud to see how many laps you took, by the way, on Snowflex. You were getting it. And it was puking that day. I was in the Nevados. The Chillin was great in September 15th. That's down in Chile, right? Dude, I do get Montage Mountain a lot. We gotta make a montage when we go there. Hey, what's up? I'm back. How's life, Jonathan? Henry, welcome back. Life's going good. I feel like I have an endless list of things to do before the season starts. You know how it goes, though, like crunch time, you know, when you're like, "Oh, my back's against the wall. I got 900 things that I wanted to launch or get ready for this upcoming season." That's how I feel. So, and then we're trying to get the tow rope up and running, which is going to be very time consuming, and the list goes on. Hello, how are you? You bringing me my stuff? I thought that was you, by the way, that said I got my hair done.
Yeah, because I would be that
I was like,
cupcake
she
to
just
say that.
announced that she got her hair done in the live stream, and then I put it together because Roman got his hair done.
The first thing he says, "It looks sick."
It does look sick. He's hyped.
I was like, indeed. But it's just funny. He cracks me up.
He is a pretty funny dude.
I'm tired.
Go lay in bed. Go relax.
Yeah.
She's watching the children.
What is this relaxing thing you speak of?
Dude, you're telling me, man. I'm getting grays all in the front now because I'm just so stressed. Should I post the video on a story? My wife, the kids got these.
No, it was way funnier earlier.
With
Didn't
Bristol?
record it.
My wife got these like Halloween potion drinks that like light up, and with Bristol, she's like, "Make a potion." So we filled up her drink, got it all going, and I said like a rabbits, frogs, and birds, something, whatever, and then I drank it, but then I freaked out, and she lost it. She got so scared that something was happening from the potion.
She won't drink out of the
She fell on the ground, like fell back and fell on the ground, started crying, and
won't drink from the cup now.
yeah, she won't drink from the cup. I ruined the cup. Also, Buck, thank you for the tip about the clues. I was having some issues with my back foot. Now I'm shredding with it. Yes! Edmund, I'm so hyped that the tip helped. I have a lot of days on the clues, so if you guys are having problems with them, let me know, and I can give you guys tips. Have you ever got ejected from your clues when you do a trick? I got ejected multiple times when I tried continuous twisting motion, felt so unreliable, and ended up not using it. That's very interesting because I have never been ejected from my clues. I do plenty of twisting motions. What quote unquote twisting motions were you trying? And where were you doing these clues? I'd love to hear more because the clue bindings that I've experienced and rode with have never had that problem. Yeah. if anything, not getting ejected is the problem. I don't know if you saw the slam that I had at Mount Hood, but maybe if the clueless bindings would have failed, your boy would have blown out his ankle. But they're not going to fail on you. So if anything, I would chop that up, and I don't want to sound rude, but if you were getting ejected out and especially if you're twisting and they're coming out, that comes down to you're completely using the bindings wrong, and that you just need someone to show you how to correctly use them, because you're not getting clicked in if you're having that problem, which means you're not doing it right. Be interested to see if A-Bay or Keystone will open up first. Well, so this year with A-Basin, you got to remember they have a new owner now. So I know they're saying they're going to do it, like a lot of the same staff and the CEO, whatever, still the same dude and stuff. But you never know, man. Top down, things can change. So we'll see if A-Basin is still going to be trying to compete for that, or if that's something that's going to now be, a thing of the past. What mountains in SoCal are you going to? All of them, except for I don't think we're gonna hit up. Depends on how many days we give it, but if you go to resortskimaps.com, I'll throw a link up for you guys if you want to check it out. But if you go to resortskimaps.com and you go down to Southern California, you'll see a bunch of red. I've been to Mountain High and I've been to Bear Mountain, but there's Snow Summit, there's Snow Valley, Mount Baldy, Buckhorn Ski, Mount Waterman, and then there's Alta Sierra, and then there's China Peak. China Peak's a little ways away, but we were thinking about sneaking that one in, since even though it's close to Mammoth, it's not close to Mammoth. Nico says, Snow Summit's the jam. Nico, who's in the chat, is who I will be doing this trip with. Nico said, I think he said we could do all of those in 3 or 4 days. I would probably try to align this to be a 5-day trip, because if we're going to be at Bear Mountain, or that close to Bear Mountain, maybe we get a Bear Mountain day in, Nico. You know what I'm saying? So, don't have to go back to Mountain High, but the other ones, we'll knock them out. And since that's Nico's stomping grounds, I was like, yo, dude, you want to do this with me? And he was like, I absolutely, whoa. So yeah, all the red ones in Southern California on resortskimaps.com. That's where we're headed. Gotta take it back to Bear in prime time. I need to ride the not park section of Bear. When I rode at Bear, I only rode the park. Just got a donation, hasn't popped up yet in my feed, but it was from Sean, who actually came out to Snowflux with me. Sean, did you end up riding on Saturday, by the way? If you're in the chat, Sean, I'd love to know. And thank you so much for that $10 donation. He did that through Streamlabs, guys. You can drop a donation through Venmo or Streamlabs. That way I can get 100% of that donation, or you can drop a super chat. We never complain about super chats, and we do appreciate all the donations. I'm starting to fall behind this chat, so I'll do my best to catch up, but that's one way to get your question answered immediately if you don't want to stay on the stream for a very long time, or you don't want to wait for me to catch up to your question, because I do try to read everybody's. So dude, Evan, man, you've been killing the streams, dude. I don't even see you in the chat yet. Evan just came in. He didn't write anything. This was also on Streamlabs. He just dropped a $50.69 donation. Evan, dude, thanks for the extra 69 cents, and thanks for the $50 donation. I really appreciate it. The donations at this time of the year, guys, go so far. So thank you so much. Especially as we're literally looking at the tow rope and being like, how are we going to fix the backyard tow rope, and thinking of things that we might have to add or do. What do I think about listening to music while snowboarding or skiing? I am not a fan of it. I did it more last year. And the day I couldn't tell if I rode better with music or without me. Like, I couldn't tell, honestly. What would happen is I put an earbud in, and then I would pause my music to go on the chairlift or talk to the camera, and then I wouldn't start it, and then I'd ride the rest of the day with an earbud in my ear with no music, and I was like, that's frustrating. Frontier will fly into Eagle County this winter. My wife just sent me this. Don't do it. Frontier is the worst airline ever for being a snowboarder. By the way, they lost my snowboard bag when I went out to Liberty Snowflex. So I now have that experience, and I learned a ton. So I think I'm gonna make a video on what to do when the airline loses your snowboard bag, by the way. So be ready for that. Jason, I appreciate your comments. I have read a lot of them. I have not had time to reply. I know I've replied to some, but I appreciate your comments, by the way, Jason. So thank you. Late September, October so far seems rather warm. I'm hoping things are going to cool off soon. I know it was like we had some cold moments, and I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be an early season, and then it's gotten pretty warm. I do have some outside stuff to handle, like Balthus. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, I gotta get the camper winterized and put away. I bought a cover for it this year. So, got the snowmobile. Got to flip the snowmobile and the camper's positionings. Tons of get the tow rope fixed, all kinds of stuff like that. Henry says, yeah, life is busy sometimes, right, dude? Sometimes you're like, dude, nothing's going on. This is sweet. And then there's other times where you're like, I can't breathe. The to-do list is way too long. Post call talk to them, and they can make something you stick into there. Any giveaways soon? Braxton, I'm going to be doing tons of giveaways on November 23rd at the Meat and Wax Rail Jam in Loveland, Colorado at Infinity Slopes from 12 to 4. Like, I am so excited to do the first ever rail jam, so we'll give away tons of stuff. And dude, Jason, thanks for the $2 donation. Do you put snow tires on? If so, when? I do not put snow tires on. Great question. Living up the mountains, I'm driving in the snow all the time. I have a Toyota FJ Cruiser, kind of like a Jeep, and I have massive, like, monster truck tires on it. So technically, like, my off-roading monster truck tires, just they do really well in the snow. So never put snow tires on. My wife's car too, I just get like an all-season tire, and we do well. I also drive in the snow and in an ungodly amount. Obviously, living up in the mountains, like anytime it snows, I'm driving in it. So snow driving's pretty good, and I've yet to get snow tires. But our vehicles are also both four-wheel drive, so that plays in the role too. If you have a two-wheel drive vehicle, snow tires will definitely help. So some people don't realize, like Summit County specifically, but also like up in the mountains here in Colorado, we get a lot of snow, so we're really good at handling it and getting it off the road. And then the Colorado sun is amazing. Like they'll plow and you might have a day if it's still snowing of like kind of meh roads. The moment the sun comes out, even if it's just like an hour, dude, the blacktop's showing, it's ready to go. So absolutely. By the way, that was a great example of Jason's question. I went directly to it, and then I'm pretty far behind this chat. I'm going to kind of try and catch up real quick. But if you want your question answered immediately, you can be like, Jason, drop a $2 donation, which thank you so much for the $2. And I will go right to your question and answer it. So let me find out where I was. Montage might not be the best, but it's fun if you don't live near Big Mountain. I am no stranger to going to small, quote unquote, not fun mountains and having the raddest time. So the smaller, the better. Dawson, sick name change, dude. Snow Summit has the best park. Ooh. Snow Summit. Nico is Nico Rabushka from Snow Summit, if you didn't know. What mountain should I hit up in Colorado this winter? Looking to get a job at Snowshoe, West Virginia, so I could have access to icon mountains. Then Winter Park, Copper. Those are going to be your two best icons. I would say Winter Park over Copper, especially if you like mountain riding. Yeah, it would be sick to go to Mountain High and see the aftermath of all the burning. The amount of people that gave me crap for sharing the video and just like bringing awareness to that. And then Mountain High's ski patrol was like, yo, can you help? Like they like sent me their link that they're trying to raise money. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. I don't mind helping. But dude, I got so much negative. Dude, you could try, you'll never make people happy, dude. You could just, it's crazy. Diego, thanks for the $5 donation. First ever donation on the stream. So thank you, Diego, for the $5. Been watching your videos for a couple years and really learned a lot. Hope we meet when you go to Snow Summit. It's super underrated. I hope it happens, Diego. I've been once to Snow Summit, so I was like, maybe we don't go back. But it is, I mean, Nico is Nico from Snow Summit. So, oh, it's Mountain High, not Snow Summit. Mountain High is home. Wait, is it Nico from Snow Summit, or is it Nico from Mountain High, Nico? He's in the chat right now. But somebody, we were at camp this year. No. And he was like, oh, yeah, I'm Nico. And he was like, Nico? Nico from Mountain High? and so he was known as Nico from Mount High the rest of camp because the dude was so hyped, and Nico was known as Nico from Mountain High. And I was like, dude, that's my boy, dude. Nico, his progression the last couple of years has been insane. So yes, we will be going to Snow Summit because I've been to Mountain High. Yes, I cannot wait, Diego, to check out Snow Summit. I would love to meet you. I'll have the dates posted on. Me and Kenny were supposed to work on resort ski maps, and losing the bag, or not me losing it, American Airlines losing my snowboard bag. Kind of dominated all of my thoughts during that trip, and I got so much less work done because of it. So we got. No, we're not going to go all the way up to Sierra. Well, we have in time out a Tahoe trip, and if we do go to Tahoe, we will go to Sierra at Tahoe. That Tahoe trip would be with Chris James. Especially whenever I do drive spin, which uses torsional flex by squeezing the ankle inside. I got popped out. Maybe it's not really meant for ground tricks. I'd have to see it. Jay, do you have a video of it releasing you? Because I don't call them ground tricks. I call them butters. I've been snowboarding for a long time. So whenever I do butters, I have no issue. And whenever I do spins onto rails or into the air or flat ground, I've literally have no issues. So if you have a video of, I would be highly interested, and I would love to share it with the Clue team. How long should a single snowboard last on average? How many seasons in a crowded resort? I don't know if the amount of crowds on the resort will matter, but seasons depend on how many days you're getting. I would say the average snowboard will last about 150 days of riding. So if you only ride 10 days a season, you have a ton of seasons to get you. 15 seasons you can get out of 10 days a season, you know? If you go in 50 times a season, you can get 3 seasons out of your board. I go 160, 170 days a season. So like the Burton Custom I'm rocking right now, I think is shot. I'm still riding it because it's like the end of the year, you know what I'm saying? But boards last based off the amount of days they get, not quote unquote seasons. But let's just say you do only ride 10 times a season, and it's been 5 years since you got a new board. It's not bad to upgrade because there's new technologies that come out. They put new cores, all kinds of stuff into boards, or you might just want to upgrade, and there's nothing wrong with that either. So it really comes down, and then it also comes down to how hard are you on a snowboard. I have a friend, his name is James, and he goes through like 7 boards a season. He's brutal on his snowboards. He's always breaking them. So it comes down to the level in which you ride too as well. Did you say around what time it'll be in SoCal? Richard, thanks for the $5 donation on Streamlabs. And I didn't say exactly when. Me and Nico were talking about early January. Or maybe early... I don't remember what we were saying. Nico, do you remember the time frame we were saying? My wife's birthday is on the 22nd of January, so I always have to be very mindful of that. I'll be going out of town with Clue early January for a whole week for the Clue house trip, which will be really sick. That's in Austria, so it's probably more likely going to be early February, like, or late January. Honestly, if I had to guess, if I'm just going to shoot out a guess, if I had to guess when would that trip be, it'd probably be somewhere between the 26th and the 1st of February. So the 26th of January to the 1st of February, if I had to guess. I also want to do a winter camp, which will probably be in February this season. So just gotta be aware of Valentine's Day. But Richard, dude, thanks for that $5 donation. The donations help out so much, so I really appreciate you. What's the best mountain in Colorado that's on the Icon Pass? I'd say Winter Park. A lot of people were really mad I didn't pick Copper, and I think Copper stinks. Hello.
Yeah, you better be.
You come in here with finger
You better be mindful.
of your birthday?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready for bed.
It smells like
I
you're ready
am
for bed.
ready.
You like brushed your teeth already?
Yeah.
She's ready to sleep.
I'm so tired.
She got her retainer in.
I don't want to have that in.
I know, but you got your contacts out already.
Yeah. Got my face wash, got my contacts out, got my teeth brushed, got my lotion on.
So why are you in here? That dude?
What?
I'm not good enough to ski with
What is
music.
all over your face?
What just happened to your face?
Mm.
That's not an answer. Your face is covered, dude. There's a napkin on that desk over there. It's like he ate an entire bottle of chapstick.
What'd you do?
It smells like chapstick.
Don't eat chapstick. Did you? Dude. Don't lick it off.
You guys
You're
need to
gonna
go
make
inside. You're distracting the live stream. Get out.
You're gonna make your mouth worse if you lick chapstick off. Bro.
Yeah, you gotta
Let me
get
see.
chapped lips.
Go put chapstick on.
Favorite mountain in America right now is Telluride. I still got some more to go to, but favorite mountain in
Straight up chapstick.
Europe is Soretta Montafon.
I just think you like saying that one the most.
I love saying that. Soretta Montafon.
You're not that cool.
I'm not. I really am not that cool. Do you have any plans of going to Peak and Peak in New York this year? No plans. I'd love to. The biggest thing, guys, is like I can't go everywhere in a season. You know, I gotta pick and choose. And we knocked out Arizona last year and a lot of the remaining Colorado resorts. As you can tell, my kiddos, they're still little and they still drive my wife crazy.
No.
So I have to keep in mind of my wife's sanity throughout the season, because I also am working a lot longer days in the wintertime as well. So
Where'd you get this one?
it's from,
Vanilla. I haven't tried that one.
get out of here.
I don't want to go inside. They scare me.
Dawson, thanks for another donation, dude. Third donation of the channel. $5 dono. Appreciate you, dude, so much. I've got a question about boxes. What is the best way to approach one? I've never done park, but I want to try. That is a great question. I have a little guy. Let me see if he's up here. I have him for this reason. I had a little guy. I don't see him. My daughter made me this pink snowboard, is what she said. So let's use this as an example. Let's say this is our box and we want to hit it. And we're snowboarding down the mountain right here, okay? So what I want you to do is when you come up to this box, I want you to heel slide and stop above it where you think you're going to have the right amount of speed. So line yourself up in front of the box on your heel slide edge. And then I want you to point your board straight at it and go directly at the box. Now, right before you get on the box, I want you to be in a stacked position, which is your shoulders over your knees, over your toes. Don't be bending at your waist. You want to be getting low, like nice bend in your knees, but you don't want to be like fully bending over. And then I want you to have in your head constantly be saying flat feet, flat feet, flat feet. Because when you get on this box, you want your feet to be completely flat. Because as you're going on the box, if you pick up your toes at all, you're going to slip out and fall on your butt. Or if you get on your heel side edge, you're going to slip out, fall on your butt. So you have to keep your feet completely flat. So stop above it about whatever you think your speed's going to need for that box. Go directly at it, be in a stacked position, hit the box, flat feet, flat feet, flat feet, and then as you come off, boom, you ride away. And look at the end of the box when you hit it. I have a bunch of YouTube videos on how to hit a box. You can literally type in like how to hit a box, Johnathan Buckhouse, and you will get my video on how to hit a box. So great question. I love answering trick tips for you guys, and I have how-to videos on all of the basic tricks. So you can go to my How to Snowboard playlist and find all that for yourself. The Rossi board and bindings cost me $75 and $700 new. $75? You want to come help unpack my house? Dude, Angie, I do not envy. Moving is the worst. It was a lot when we moved into here because we lived at my place prior for like 7 years. And now we've been here for 3 years, believe it or not. And we've collected a lot more stuff. And so the thought of moving all this stuff, I'm like, oh. How much will the rail jam cost? The rail jam is going to be completely free to ride in. And the event to show up and come and hang out, because it's like an event. You don't have to ride in the rail jam. Michael will be charging for tunes, so you like bring your skis and snowboards. Michael will tune up your board if you want to be in the rail jam. It's a snowboarder only rail jam, but you can ride in the rail jam. And the reason why we can only do snowboarders is because it is time-based. We don't have a ton of time to host this rail jam, but we'll be raffling away a pair of Clue bindings as well. So you can come to the rail jam, win a pair of Clue bindings. You don't have to be in the rail jam to do that. The rail jam prize is going to be hopefully be a custom 1-of-1, which will be really cool, as well as I'll have Kuno optic goggles to be giving away in the rail jam and other swag. And this is going to be a big event for me. I'm really excited for the rail jam. Once again, November 23rd in Loveland, Colorado at Infinity Slopes from 12 to 2. I'll get banners and posters and things. I need to be doing it now, but I'll get it done. Dawson, dude, have a good night. Thanks for that $5 donation. I hope I answered your question, by the way. And so, yes, keep an eye out for the rail jam. You don't have to ride it. It's an event. It's a meat and wax rail jam. So you can, yeah. Sorry, I got a text from my brother. Check out our podcast, by the way. If you haven't checked out the Buckhouse podcast yet, what are you doing? We're almost at 200. I think if I copied this. No, that doesn't work. That's what I was looking for. We need 7 subscribers to hit 200 on the Buckhouse podcast. If you haven't subscribed yet, check it out. Infinity Slopes, November 12th or November 23rd, 12 to 2. Be there, be squared. You know Tristan's gonna be there. What up, Tristan? 10 months, dude. We gotta get together, bro. I need to read. Sorry, I'm so behind in the chat, guys. I haven't been this behind in the chat in forever. Just bought the Insight 360 X4. Super excited to use it. I'm curious though, when you use your Rode wireless mics, are you worried about getting them damaged from snow, or are they pretty durable? They're pretty durable. I'm more worried about them falling off my jacket and me losing them. That's how I've broken or lost the Rode mics the most, is them falling off. The helmet strap area tends to be a little better than the jackets. With the jackets, sometimes I'll do a trick and I'll brush off the microphone. It's a pain in the butt because they're expensive. But only a rainy, wet snow. Normal snow, I don't worry about it. Powder days, I don't worry about it. But really wet West Coast, East Coast snow, I will not use my microphones. Or when it was raining, if you go check out yesterday's video, which is us riding in hurricane level rains. Here's the link for that video. You guys should all go check that video out. It's a really rad one. I had to take the microphone off multiple times and go put them inside because it just started pouring rain, and that would absolutely destroy them. But for the most part, yeah, the Rode mics, you don't have to worry about it. Why do you have such a big delay? It's because I'm trying to read everyone's question, so that's why the delay is so far behind. So you guys are, if in a perfect world, I'd have people chatting like crazy, and maybe it's a me thing because I'm not keeping up. Maybe if I kept up with the chat in the very beginning, I would be more relevant, and maybe that's how I could keep people on the. Maybe that's how I can keep people on the stream longer. But there's moments where no one's chatting, and if I'm right at the end and reading how do you afford a ski pass every year, which I'm going to answer that one. But if I keep at the very bottom of the chat and then all of a sudden no one's talking, then I got to go back up and dig through. So I could always do that as well. During the winter, when we have 150 people here, I'll either only be reading super chats because they're all coming in like crazy, or I will be reading the beginning of the feed. So, but I try to read everyone's question. That's why I'm so far behind. It's one of my favorite things to do. So what's your favorite trick? I love the backside 360 with the tail. It's one of my favorite go-to tricks. How do I afford a pass every single year? Well, I save up for it. Now, before this was my job and I needed Epic, Icon, and A Basin to do what I do, I would get the Epic local, and I wouldn't get a copper pass because I never really liked copper other than their park. But Keystone was building the raddest park at that time. So what I would do is I would get all my change, like quarters, pennies. I would look on, like if I worked at Target, so I would find money on the ground all the time and I would pocket that. So anytime I could get change, quarters, dimes, nickels, pennies, I'd put it in a penny, like in a jar. And I would save up so much change. I also used to use a lot more cash, but I would get so much change that usually by the next year, all the money I needed for my season pass was in that change jar, which was a really rad. Also, passes were a lot cheaper back then. And so that's how I would do it. Nowadays, it's a business expense. It's something I have to get every year. And when I had employees, I covered their passes as well. So if you're asking me, like, how do I get a season pass? If I was like, or you're asking, like, how do you get a season pass? And say you're a kid and your parents don't want to buy you one, I would say get scrappy. It's not grass cutting season anymore, but there's going to be a lot of leaves to rake up. So maybe go around your neighborhood, see if, leaves are covering your neighbor's yard, and just be like, hey, I'd love to rake your leaves for $20 and, rake up all their leaves and bag them up for them and make $20 right there and just continue doing that. You could always do, I've seen like it's a new trend to be like, hey, every Wednesday, I'll take your trash can to the bottom of the road for $2. So you're getting paid $2 a week to grab people's trash cans and take them to the end of the road. Your parents, ask them whatever you can do to help. You got to get scrappy sometimes. If you want something, you got to figure out a way to get it. And saying it's not fair, like I can't afford a season pass, or like I really wish I could ski more, but it's expensive. Like a lot of those things are things you can change. And it might be hard. It might not be ideal. It might be hard to get rides to the mountain. But in the current world we live in, it's never been easier to be able to meet people that ski in your area. Maybe you can carpool, finding work. You can go on Craigslist, and I'm sure there's like need help with on Craigslist in your local area. And you can see people who need help with cleaning something. You can ask people if they want their car detailed, and you can clean their cars or wash their cars and their driveways, stuff like that.
I almost done.
Oh, you guys. I'm supposed to be going live for 2 hours now, right?
Yeah, I just want
How are we going to do this, man?
New people jumped on, so I'm going to show my pink
all the
hair.
new people. You want to show them your purple hair. It's not pink. Purple hair.
It kind of looks pink and purple. It's pink and purple.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of hint to it.
And kind of brown to it, too. At the top. Do you see?
Yeah, I see it. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, actually.
Tristan says, if you want a pass, you can make it happen, bro. Just believe.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get a season pass?
From you?
Well, kind of.
Oh, my
like,
old Steven's pass.
Well, you have old ones. But you'll help Dad make some videos sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go to like that.
The Liberty Snowflex?
Yeah.
Roman wants to go on all my trips. Which means
I'm going to go to Liberty
you're,
Snowflex.
I think after this season, there'll be no trip that you can't go on. But if you go on a snowboard trip, you know what that means?
What?
You got to work. You going to hold the camera?
Oh, yeah. You need to teach me how to snowboard and hold it.
Roman did his own edit the other day.
Yeah.
Your football edit. It was so good.
Did you add a song to it?
I did add a song to it. You listened to it. You saw it.
And then...
You fully did the edit.
And then did you add some details to it?
Yeah, your video's done. I already exported it.
Oh.
So now we got to make you a YouTube channel and we got to upload it.
A YouTube channel?
The Roman Dog YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Should we call it Roman Dog?
Yeah.
Or Roman Buckhouse?
Or Roman Buckhouse pink hair.
Bah!
A purple hair. And that's why.
What are you using for editing? Final Cut Pro, DaVinci Resolve, or something else? I use iMovie. All my edits, and this comes down to the just start doing. When I started my YouTube channel, I just had iMovie. I had an iMac that I got for college, and I was like, okay, I'm going to, because I knew I wanted to like make some. I was making some edits for just my channel, like my season edits. So I got an iMac for college and occasionally editing. And I was like, okay, I want to, like, my brother's like, let's start a YouTube channel. I was like, okay. I was like, well, I got iMovie. I know how to use that. So we just started using iMovie, and then I got really good at it. And because I put out so many videos, I haven't taken time to learn a new editor. And I also don't really need to, because what I'm using right now works so well. And no one even knows that, like, you know, I've created this entire channel of iMovie, which is a free editor on all Apple computers and phones. CapCut. I heard CapCut's good. Cody learned how to use Final Cut Pro, and it ended up being way more of a hassle than just sticking with iMovie.
Hey, Daddy.
So
I want to do a gaming channel. Like, I want to game.
Roman wants a gaming channel, but
I want to game actually on my new channel too.
Well, if you edit the gaming videos, then you can make game content. You're picking your nose in front of 35 people. You just picked and ate your booger in front of 35 people. That is gross. Get out. Dude, don't wipe your booger on my head. You nasty. You look like me. You just need a mustache.
My dad's funny.
You, what was I gonna say? What games does Roman play?
I play like the Jurassic games.
Jurassic Park. Build your own Jurassic Park world.
Yeah, that's actually very fun.
Yeah, you're good at that one.
Yeah.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
Stop picking your nose, you nasty.
I don't even care.
You don't even care that you're gonna care when you're 25 getting married. I'm gonna show your wife you picking your nose and eating it on the live stream. These videos, or when you get older, people are gonna find these videos. They're gonna tease you with them. Like, you used to eat your boogers. Stop eating it. Get out of here. Get.
No.
Roman turned 7 this month, by the way, guys.
I'm like 7.5, kinda, actually.
You're like more than 7.5. You're like right there.
I'm like almost like 8.
Editing is like snowboarding. It's easy to start, but impossible to master. Yeah, there's always something you can learn, something new. But it's just like snowboarding. It's an art as well. You get into a flow and you start putting things together, and it's so fun. When he's old enough, Fortnite or Madden. We've tried to do Fortnite. Someone gets a really bad attitude.
The only Fortnite I can play is Lego Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
I never actually learned how to play it.
All right, guys.
Kids took over the live stream.
The kids, not the kids. You took over the live stream.
I just want to show my pink hair.
He used to play Roblox, but we took Roblox away as well because the freedom that game gives him also gives him a bad attitude.
Yeah, it gives you like any game you want. Even you can search games.
Yeah. So I'm gonna jump out of the stream though, guys. I appreciate the donations and all the love and support. Season's coming quick, and so be ready for that. And I don't know which video I'm posting tomorrow yet. I gotta edit. It could either be a mountain bike video, skateboarding video, or I have one more Snowflex video. But I kind of want to save the Snowflex video for a little bit.
It's 1, 2, 3.
Or it could be another resort video. I don't know if you guys saw the 5 best ski resorts in Colorado. That one did very well. You guys enjoyed that. So maybe I'll make another video like that. But Tristan, we should get together sometime soon. And guys, thanks for watching. I got to get this kid to bed. Thanks for watching. Keep evolving.
I have to get you to bed.
You got to get me to bed?
Yeah.
I ain't going to bed, dude.
I want to never go to bed.
You say that until 30 minutes pass, and then you're going to be falling asleep. All right. See you guys. Eventually, these will be 2 hours long in the wintertime.